Shalom, shalom, shalom. Come out here. We are HOI Detroit. We come out every weekend. Coming back downtown to save our people, to wake our people up about their transgressions, and to try to bring them back to the Lord, the ways of the Bible, their proper state that they should be in.
So you still use that?
Yeah, just hit the top. Let's go. Go to Exodus 20 and 2.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2.
We coming out here to tell everybody today is the Sabbath. You know, the ironic thing, what happened today, we were all supposed to not spend anything collectively as blacks. But we've been doing that for the longest when you're in the truth, when you got the way of the Lord. But now some of us, and I was looking today and I was actually shocked that some of us actually stood together. I was shocked. You know, I didn't think a lot of us would do it, but I looked at a lot of places, and a lot of places were basically mute with nobody buying. Even as we see downtown today, it's not a lot of our so-called black, so-called Mexican and Native Americans are still not down here. Yeah, there you go. So I am glad at that point that we can somewhat, some of us, which is expected. You know what I mean? I didn't think all of us would stick, you know what I mean, do it. Yeah. So the numbers, at least in this city, I was impressed. But we're going to see what the Lord have to say about the Sabbath day. And it's funny that they picked today, the Sabbath day. Good, there you go. Give me what you got.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other God before me.
So I get that 20 and 2. No. It's got what you want to say. Let me see something. That's what it is. Okay, here we go. We're about to bring it to what the Lord say about the so-called Sabbath day.
Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy.
To do what?
And keep it holy.
We're supposed to be honoring today, the Sabbath day anyway. But like I say, I am proud that our people, I can't say the numbers for any other city, but when we looked in this city, a lot of us were not doing it. You know what I mean? And this is the first step of us standing together. Because guess what happens when you stand together? The other nations gonna respect you. Of course, you know, a lot of us, there you go, a lot of us fell by the wayside, but that is expected. Because a lot of us have a lot of disbelief about standing with each other. But see, we get back into those old times, and when we start standing with each other, it's that old saying, if you're not with us, then you against us. Right. So if you want to take the saying of not being with us, then that's okay. That meant you picked your side. I want everybody to realize when you didn't, if you went out and said, forget it, I'm buying anyway, that's fine. That meant you picked the side. At least you ain't on the fence. But it's going to come a time where if you don't pick the side of your own people, you're going to be against us. Because best believe, when the other nations pick their side, they ain't going to allow you in. That's going to be the thing. They are not going to allow you in. Even though you think it's all hunky-dory, when things hit the fan, when they say, because they out here predicting a race war, you're not going to be riding with them. And if they do have you, guess what you're going to be doing? You're going to be enslaved. Ain't no way you're going to be directed. Ain't no way you're going to be telling them what to do. You're going to be at the bottom. So pick your side. You know what I mean? And these
So one
times are
side you
coming.
can't pick.
There you go.
So one side you can't pick.
You should pick the
side I die.
You should pick the side of the Lord, because like I say, today, and you know what's going to happen? They never going to tell you the numbers for what they lost today.
No.
They never going to tell you numbers.
They're not gonna mention it.
There you go. But you got to look to see. I seen so many. What's the brand name? The chicken place, the chicken fillet, or whatever. Where everybody with a lines be around the corner. I looked. It was only 3 cars in there. So I know if the chicken place wasn't packed, I know some of us wasn't going.
We're going nowhere.
You
We ain't
know
gonna
what I mean?
get no chicken.
You know
We're
what
going
I'm saying?
nowhere.
So let me get Deuteronomy 7:6. See, today showed me, us, and this country that it's something special about us. Like I say, of course we know all of us ain't gonna stick, but that's expected.
The weakness.
But I'm actually betting they didn't think probably, and I'm willing to bet it's probably 50 to 60% of us stood strong. And they didn't even think that many of us would stand strong. I'm willing to bet that, because today, like I said, I asked a few people, and a lot of people was going places, and they were shocked. So what this is telling America, we tired. We tired of it. We tired of being mistreated. We tired of the things you say. We tired of you just can't keep doing this anymore. And what that tells, the Lord is coming back around. Things are coming back. Give me what you got.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. Thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that's upon the face of the earth.
No, Americans say we all the same.
Above all people upon the face of the earth.
They taking our products out the store.
Above all people upon the face of the earth.
See, the thing is, what's shocking, what's going to shock them, nobody moves like you move. And they seen that. Just imagine, some of them got to be thinking, what if they all stood?
And don't come to work.
You know what I mean? What if they all stood with each other?
Then come to work.
You got to imagine the madness that would create in this country. Just imagine the madness it would be if we just all stood and they thinking, you know what? If they got organized, if they wanted to, they can shut this whole thing down. This is what we've been telling y'all for years. This is what we've been saying. The thing is, you might as well get right, because the Lord, the Messiah, he coming. Destruction is coming. These are small steps that just happened, just like in Egypt. These are small steps. You know what I'm saying? See, America's seeing it bit by bit. You already got the forest fires. You already had the thunderstorms. Now this financially is taking off. It's the same thing happening in Egypt. Bit by bit, step by step. You know what I mean? Because whether you want to believe it or not, America got a lot of blood on his hands. There's a lot of blood on his hands. And it's got to be answered. Somebody has to answer for those things. And the people up top, they know this. Let me get Jeremiah 35 to 15. So we coming out here trying to wake you up. No, you know what we coming out here? We out here ringing the alarm. We out here trying to ring the alarm in our people's head. The so-called blacks, the so-called Mexicans, the so-called Native Americans. The time is coming. The time is coming. What you got up?
Jeremiah chapter, what was that? 35, verse 15. I have sent also unto you all my servants, the prophets, rising up early and sending them, saying, return ye now, every man, from his evil ways, and amend your doings, and do not after other gods, do not go after other gods to serve them, and ye shall dwell in the land which I have given to you and to your fathers, but ye have not inclined your ear, nor hearkened unto me.
The first part, he said he have sent his prophets out. That's what we out here doing. We out here saying, come back to the Lord. We out here saying, he said, stop your sins. We out here trying to wake people up, because it's just like say you have a parent, right? And you tell your little brother or whatever, mommy coming home, daddy coming home, he say clean up. He come home in another hour, he gonna clean up. He'll be here in 30 minutes to clean up. But your little brother don't do it. What happened when the father come home? There's gotta be punishment for your little brother. And that's the same thing we tell him. That's the same thing the Lord said. He said he coming. He coming. Get yourself together. Stop doing these transgressions. Stop sinning. And like you say, if you bought today, you sinning. That's a sin. There you go. That is a sin. Because the Lord say this is a day of rest, whether you believe it or not. And the day of rest is not the Sunday, what your slave master told you. If you look on your calendar, you start counting. Sunday is not the seventh day. So you gotta realize, who are you gonna listen to? Your own eyes tell you on the calendar. It start with Sunday. So if it start with Sunday, how can that be the seventh day? That's just common sense right there. Let me get Micah 2:12. See, we out here to try to get our people to do right. You know, we ain't out here. The Lord sent us out here. It's actually, that is a commandment also, to bring his sheep in, to get his people to do right. You know what I mean? We're going to get that too after that. You got it?
12.
Yep, kind. What you got?
Micah chapter 2, verse 12. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. It will put them together as the sheep of Bazar, as the flock in the midst of their fold. They shall make great noise by reason of the multitude of men. No, that's it. That's it.
It's 10. Papa, give me 10.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you.
God, that's what he's saying. This place is not our place of rest. It shows you that. It shows the way we treat it here. This shows you the way we get done from the day we stepped off them boats. The day we stepped off these boats, we ain't been done right since. Over 400 years, we have not got justice. None of these laws is yours. First of all, what law did let's just say 30 people got together. 10 of them wasn't even us. None of those laws, when you actually think about it, we had no part in none of these laws in America. But they tell you it's all equal. You know, at best, if it was all equal, let's start all over and put us at the table and let us get some of the laws. Let us all together come together. But they ain't gonna do that. You know why? Because them laws don't pertain to you. That Constitution, that don't pertain to you. You know what I mean? Like they say, if all men was created equal, why they still have slaves? That tell you that right there. How can they put something in the Constitution, but they still had slaves? All men couldn't have been created equal in their eye. That don't make sense. Because how you write all men are created equal? Hey, I need you to go do this and pick that cotton. Wait a minute, you just wrote all men are created equal. You know what I mean? So that's telling you right there. You ain't equal. You ain't never been equal in this way. And you never will be. You gonna own one thing from top to bottom. You don't own no bank from top to bottom. No financial institution. We don't own from top to bottom. And you're gonna, oh, that's racist. They own some from top to bottom. See, you only look at racist when it's on our end, see it this way. But you can't see it the other way. They don't have no problem with it. See, that's the thing you gotta realize. What do we own top to bottom? Even these rappers, they may own a label, but they under a mother label. These guys may have a Clover brand, but you gotta go to somebody else to buy your textiles. You don't own it from top to bottom. You'll never be to that point. Even the wealth distribution is not it. We own 1%. We own 1% when we came out of slavery. We ain't moved 1 inch. We ain't moved 1 fraction. What's that scripture you say for what's this? Let me get Zephaniah 2.
1. Gather yourselves together. Gather together, O nation not desired.
Right there, that tells you that the Bible is talking to a particular group. Because if we all together, why would it tell you, gather yourself together? If we all together, like y'all be trying to say, why would he say, gather yourselves together when we was all together? That wouldn't make sense. He would have to tell you to gather yourself together when we was all one. And then he gives you more information. He say, nation not desired. So everybody together is not desired. So when he say nation, that lets you know he's talking about one particular group. Now when we look at it, let's say who not desired, because let's go with late today. They didn't take everybody's products out these stores, did they? I didn't see them taking the Asian man's products out these stores. I didn't see them taking the Arab man's products out these stores. The so-called blacks, your products go. You the nation not desired.
You don't get it.
You know what I mean? You the nation that don't nobody want to realize. See, the killer part is with us, what we got to realize, nobody wants to be us, but everybody wants to be like us. They want to do the things you do. They like the way you move. They like your music. They like the way you dance. Quiet as kept. A lot of them want to get tans like you.
Right.
Even you don't even like your skin color, but they like it. You want to bleach your skin while they want to get done. You see the prophecy in that. Our own people want to be somebody else, but somebody else want to be you. You ain't happy the way God made you perfect, so-called black man, so-called black woman. But what you want to do? You want to blind your head. You want to put blue stuff in your eyes. Let's get that. What's that? Where's Leviticus? What's that 20 where the yellow hair is dirty? So you want to do all these things to make the altar the way God made you. You wanna alter yourself instead of looking the way you want to be. That's the ironic here of that. You know what I mean? You are made perfect. No, we're gonna put certain words in. You want to blind your hair and blue your eyes. You know what's crazy? We even got men out here putting yellow in their hair. You know how crazy that look? For a man, it's crazy for a woman, but a man want to put that yellow stuff in his hair. He want to get yellow braids. Who in their right mind? How does yellow braids look in any man's head? Look how, just think about that. Let's flip it. When the white woman put all these braids and give her an afro in her hair, how does that look? That looks foolish. Now let's flip it.
Like the red one with light tail.
You know what I mean? But you a man, you want to break for what? Give me what you got, huh?
Leviticus chapter 13, verse 30. Then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair.
A yellow what?
A yellow thin hair. Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
This what? Yellow hair is what?
Is unclean. It is a dirt. It is a dry scab, even a leprosy upon the head of our beard.
The Bible say yellow hair is leprosy. It's called as dirt. It says it's a plague. You know what I mean? It's a curse. When you have yellow hair, but that's what the enemy told you. What statement he say? Blind has more fun. Because he knowing his mind is dirty. But he put that in your head.
He wants you dirty with him.
There you go. He put some of your. So what's the proof that they have more fun than anybody else? Did they do some statistics on it? But they got you thinking that idiotic way. We got to start thinking about this. And look at all the women that have put that stuff in it. And then guess what they say? You put those chemicals in your head. You got that in your brain. You messing your brain up.
It's good to run real fast. Hurry up. Chick to run real fast. She yellow hair and locks. But she beat everybody when she didn't wear it. I'm telling you, she run fast as hell. She beat the Jamaicans and did all that. But when she wore that hair, she lost by yards.
That's what it says. It's a curse right there. You mean we are made we bigger, stronger. You just got to think like you say. We didn't invent football, but we dominated. We didn't invent basketball, but we dominated. We didn't invent baseball, but we dominated. What's the girl? See, the Williams sisters, tennis, we dominated. You know. Now, of course, we ain't gonna go in other sports, but we just gonna giving you a little bigger. Anything we get into, we dominate. Hands down. Hands down. And you gotta think, we just ain't gonna go on sports. These inventions out here, we didn't invent it. But of course, it's been stolen. Like a lot of you don't know, a black man invented the elevator. The refrigerator, we invented that. The GPS, all that. The light, the stop sign right there, a black man. There you go. But they don't tell you all this in school and all that. Because why? They don't want to give you that confidence. Because you're the one that invented all these things. You're the one that you're the one that make this planet. You're the one that make America go. When they say make America great again, guess what they mean? They want you back on the bottom. Because you're the one made it great. You know what I'm saying? What is it called? The slave trade put America over the top. You know what I mean? Without the slave trade, where would America be? Nowhere. Nowhere. So the slave trade got America where it needed to be. And listen, we're going to show you something that shows you.
Riches and tools.
There you go.
That's something called a monkey
Come, we're going to show you how your color should be. How's it going, brother? You all right? Huh?
It's gonna be this way. Once go down here, around about 3 blocks, and then 7 that way. Did you hear me?
That far?
He was that
Yeah,
far.
it's a distance.
Okay.
Well, hold on.
He's trying to get a cigar.
Okay, well, hold on. Now, you heard today, it's supposed to be a blackout.
Y'all said cigar?
No, we don't sell cigars. No, ask me this question. Did you hear it's supposed to be a blackout for us today for all so-called blacks?
Tell me what black out is.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, you can't be with it because you're about to buy a cigar. It was supposed to be all Friday.
Don't fight, no black out.
You believe in black? How do you feel about your recognition?
I needed a cigar. That's it.
Hold on. You said why you need one?
No, I don't really need it. I probably need it.
Okay, but the thing I'm telling you, listen to what you said. You said you don't need that, huh? Guess what you're doing? You're poisoning your temper. Let's get that.
The lady right there.
Okay. Well, hey, let me ask you this. When you
Back around.
come on, hey, just one for me.
You want some sin, don't you? There's some sin waiting for you.
But we tried to get you out of sin, brother, before it's too late, man.
He wanted to sin.
You're about some PhD. Who told you that, man? You know what I mean? Come on now. Yeah, come on now. Yeah, why would you want to be? You don't have no self-confidence, brother. You told yourself that. Out of all the things you should tell yourself, that should be the last. You know what I mean? I don't, why would you tell yourself that of all things? Let me get Deuteronomy 14 and 2. I ain't never heard somebody say, why would I tell myself that?
That's the last thing you tell me.
Yeah.
You don't like yourself, do you?
Maybe you do have this by saying that.
You is a pastor.
You know what I'm saying? We would tell themselves that, not how I'm thinking. Maybe you do have it. Let's get to Deuteronomy 14 and 2. I said, I got that. Come on now.
Looking for that.
We got to do better. our people 14 and 2, man. That's what the Most High think about us, man. Hey, if you out there, put down them cigarettes, man. You don't got none of whatever them letters is, and you especially ain't the LBXYZ. You ain't definitely not that. Yeah, give me what you got, huh?
Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 2. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
No, we need them cigarettes.
Thou art a holy people to the Lord thy God.
I got the XYZ or whatever he said. I don't know what it is.
A holy people to thy God. And thy God has chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all the nations that are upon the earth.
So when we say things that's strange like that, God say you above everybody else. You don't move like everybody else. Why on the earth would you say that? You poison your temple with that cigarette. Whatever the pills they give you, that it don't cure it. There you go. It's gonna slow you down. It's gonna make you have that. That's what those pills are for. You know that. Somebody said they said their son had it because they was running around. All of us, who wants to sit in a classroom against a wall 8 hours? That's gonna make you crazy. Who can do that? When you're a kid, of course you wanna do things. You active. Something's wrong with a kid 8, 9 when he wanna sit still. What kid wanna sit still? What kid don't wanna run around? How is that a label? No kid wants to be still. Come on now. God, you know what I mean? Because they expect you to sit. Who wants to sit still? That don't even make sense in itself. We out here trying to get our people the right way. See, even though, and the brother was so lost, he didn't even know today was the day you wasn't supposed to be buying. They still out here feeding for one cigarette. Then he gonna say he wanna walk too far. He can't find the 7-Eleven. We shouldn't even told you what a 7-Eleven was at.
Verse 6, chapter
First
6.
Kings, yeah,
Okay,
6.
first Kings, 6-17. And the house that is the temple for it was 14 cubits long. Let's go.
Body don't even belong to you. We think our body belongs to us. Our body don't even belong to us. It's the Most High to do what he wanted to do with it. Anytime he wants. So we over here doing all types of abominations to our body, everything we shouldn't be doing to it. You know what I mean? And it belongs to God.
So we've been lifting weights. We're not be lifting weights. Cigarettes. Sometimes a person be in prison. As soon as they get out, they start doing all types of bad things. You know, they do all types of bad things. It's very seldom that a person come out like he stays in. Get in prison, do all the stuff, and read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they get out, immediately change.
Well, you know, we got to stay abreast of all these things right here. Let's go.
Luke chapter 16, verse 15. And ye said unto them, ye are they which justifies yourself before men, but God knoweth your heart. For that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of God.
God, what God said, what you think is esteem was high above with a man, with a man that's on the earth, it's an abomination. The things that you set as a high priority,
Praise.
there you go, praise and money. That's an abomination to God. He ain't gonna praise no money. Money don't mean nothing to God.
You love money more than you love God.
You know what I mean? And that's one of the things he detests. Matter of fact, let's get Proverbs 6 and 16. We gonna shoot.
It's Judas spirit.
God, we gonna show you, since it's another thing, since people don't think God detests, we gonna show you that God hates things. Let's go to Proverbs 16, 6 and 16.
Proverbs chapter 6, verse 16.
These 6 things doeth the Lord hate.
Oh, the Lord don't hate nothing.
These 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Ye 7 are an abomination unto him.
And abomination means he looks at it in total disgust. He's totally with an abomination. If you look up the word, he's totally disgusted by that.
A proud look, a lying tongue, and hand that shed innocent blood.
So this is one of the things the Lord hates. He say he hate a lying tongue. That's what he hates. So people be talking about what they say. He hate the sin and not the sinner. What? That don't even make sense. The sinner did the sin. You know what I mean? And what did he just say? Shed innocent blood. So you think the Lord will have he love the person that shed innocent blood? That does not make sense in itself. You as a person hate somebody who do something to somebody else. You telling me the Lord, if somebody do something to an innocent kid, the Lord just gonna say, oh well, the sin was bad, the person wasn't bad. That's senseless. That makes no sense. Keep going, huh?
Number 18, a heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that is swift to run to mischief.
That's all y'all to say, oh, he knows my heart. It just say a wicked heart. So if you got any wickedness in your heart, or if you did any wickedness, he say he hate that. See, so we gotta stop people, oh, he know my heart. He say the heart is wicked. Give me that out too, huh?
A false witness that speaketh lies.
That speaking what?
That speaketh lies. And he that soweth discourse among brothers.
When you don't like your brother, there you go. What does he say? You your brother's keeper. When you show discourse against your brother, God don't like that. That's plain and simple right there. Why would he like that? When you're doing things against your brother, that means you got a hateful heart.
Next one's closed.
So,
Next one's closed.
give me that one too.
So my son, keep the Father's commandments.
Keep what?
Keep the Father's commandments.
Come out here and shop today.
Keep the Father's commandments, and forsake not the law of thy mother.
God. I mean, you're supposed to listen to your parents. That's a commandment too. You know what I mean? Now that was what was that? That was Exodus 20 and 12. Let's get that too. Let's go to Exodus 20. That was the one we read before about honor the Exodus 20 and 12, right? Honor your mother and your father.
Yeah, we see Exodus 20 and 12.
There you go.
Honor thy father and thy mother.
You're supposed to honor that as a kid. When you do something, you know all these people out here doing something to their parents. God say honor. Because what is God called? God's called the Father. So if you can't honor the Father that He gave you, how you gonna honor Him? This is a commandment. Finish that out, huh?
Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land, which the Lord, the God, giveth thee.
He said, if you honor your mother and father, He gonna make your life long. And it's ironic when a lot of these, I ain't saying all, but a lot of guys died young and all that. What do they say? Oh, I don't like my father. A lot of them, they ain't treating their parents right. God said, when you treat your parents right, you're gonna live in your life. That's how it go. Why would He keep your life when you ain't honored the person? Of course, we know that person was a vessel. That person still gave you life. cause people gain life, whether you want to believe it or not. Let's go back to how people change their look. Let's go to Revelations 1:14.
Revelations 1, verse 14.
But this is something for all you people want to, like we were saying earlier, want to change your hair, want to dye your hair, you want to dye what they, I guess it's called dye your skin and all that. This is to show you what the Messiah looked like. Good, of course, dye. All right, give me what you got out.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hair were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
It says hair like wool. This is the Messiah had woolly hair. It's telling you it's okay for your hair not to be straight. Let's go into this.
It's got to be okay if he had our hair.
There you go. Animals, a lot of times, animals' hair is straight. A lot of animals, sheep, of course not, but a lot of animals' hair is straight. I mean, you got to think about that. Straight hair is not your hair, it's not your texture. They call that dead hair. But you trying to straighten your hair out when you got the best texture there is. Matter of fact, your ladies, when you get all that weave and all that, where they getting that hair from? Sisters. They getting it off y'all. They getting it off you. Finish that out, huh?
And his feet like unto fine brass, as it burnt in a furnace.
Now they say his feet as the fine brass. We you know, y'all done heard this all over. His feet as if they burn. You burn them, not while it's burning. We talk about burnt. They say, you know, when as if it was burnt. When something is burnt, when you go to a house fire and the house is burnt up, it's not red, it's charred black. The ceiling is charred black. So they said the Messiah was very, very dark. So why you all out there trying to, they call it bleach your skin? When you think of that, bleach anyway means why would you bleach your skin? Who on the earth would do that?
I know when Michael Jackson said, God, he like, I effed up.
You know what I mean?
Messed up. Why the hell I put stuff like this?
You bleaching your skin. What does bleach do? Bleach is a chemical agent to dissolve things. You know what I mean?
Natural.
They tell you if you pour bleach down your drain, you can mess up your drain. Now you putting this on your skin. Bleach be so strong, sometimes you can't take smelling it. But you want to bleach your skin. How does that make sense? Something's wrong with a person who want to bleach their skin. You know what I mean? And there you go. You hate yourself. You
hate yourself while people look like hate you.
You know what you do when you do that? You say up to your mother and father, y'all shouldn't have made me because I'm not the way you made me. Let alone telling God that. Let's get that way. He said, I knew you from the womb. So when you bleach your skin or you change the way you are, you're basically telling God, you messed up. That is what you're saying to a certain extent. You messed up. But who would tell the Most High God that you making me a way that you shouldn't? You telling the Creator that He made the creation incorrect.
Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 5. God said, before I formed thee, or before I knew you, God said, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you.
There you go. He's telling you when you ain't even know yourself, when you couldn't process God, He said He knew you. So when he said he knew you, he knew how you was gonna look, he knew what you was gonna do. But you telling him, no, that ain't the way I should be. You made me incorrect. The hair thing you made me have, that ain't what I want. Go ahead and finish it out.
And it says, before you were born, I sanctified you. So before you sanctified what he
There you go. There you go.
I ordain you as a prophet to the nations. This is one of those verses that a lot of people.
There we go. You know what I mean? Because the country say you can argue yourself. You ain't supposed to be arguing yourself. You're supposed to be happy with the way you're right? You're supposed to be happy with the way you are. But now, the country tell you, matter of fact, what they tell you, you can be anything you want. You got people out there talking about it, they in a man's body, but they a woman. How sick is that? How sick for somebody to think they in the wrong body? Do you know how sick that is? That's crazy. That is insane. That's an insane thought for somebody to have, that you think that you in the wrong body. You trapped in the wrong body.
And then, I mean, this is the cool part. It started 1 year, and it came on TV, and everybody started. Like say it started in 2021. Now all of a sudden everybody does it. That's the cool part. It ain't something that was going on when I was young.
No,
They put this on TV, and everybody subscribed to it.
There's a lot of things that, like I said,
That didn't even exist.
there's a lot of things in the 70s that you couldn't do today. You know what I mean? You know, being gay, they want you to accept it. You know, but when you look at the natural state, let's take that here. If a male lion was trying to sleep with another male lion, guess what the pack would do? They would kill it. Because it's not natural. You going out of our natural states. You gotta go. Something ain't right with you. You think that the lions are just sitting up, well, it's okay. No, that ain't no. You gotta go. The whole pack would kill it. Yeah. You can put that in India, gorillas, whatever. You ain't gonna never see a great white shark looking for a male great white shark. That don't even make sense.
Matter of fact, they fight who won't take them.
There you go.
They fight.
That is out of order for you to do something of that nature. Animals don't act that way. You ain't never seen or heard of no country trying to do it now. But there is no such thing as a gay animal. You think another male grizzly is gonna sleep with another male grizzly? Come on, that doesn't happen. But they got us thinking that it's okay. And I'm gonna say this: it's only okay in certain countries. You ain't going to the so-called Middle East doing what you do here. There's no way you're doing it. You ain't going to Africa doing that. I'm gonna tell you, you ain't going to China doing that. China ain't allowing it. There you go. America, Netherlands, so-called European nations allow it. That just show you how much of a bestiality they are. They doing something that is unnatural. That another male with another male, there's nothing natural about that. Nothing. But they saying that they telling you it's okay. You know what I mean? And they do things in small steps for us to do those things. What time?
Shalom.
Yeah, I drove. I'm another car today.
Oh, you did? You good? Give me Luke 19:27. Give me Ezekiel 25:24. And so today, it was mandatory for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans not to buy anything today. That's mandatory. And a lot of people dwelled and jumped into it. But one thing about the Israelites, we go from sundown to sundown. But most of us, we start Friday just for y'all. We start from sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. We went all the way back to Friday morning just for y'all. That's how we get down. We went Friday all day for y'all, cause we ain't brought nothing either. 25 and 24, and so Ezekiel, don't go to 20, 25, 24. All right. Give me Obadiah 1 and 10. Dang, get it. Get on 25, 24. Okay, let's go.
The book of Luke, chapter 19, verse 27. But those mine enemies, which would not that I should go reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me.
Right, and so when you go against the prophets or your forefathers, and you become an enemy, whether you want to or not, you choose to become an enemy, and you're not aware of, you good back there? Need to move up maybe, or you good? Okay, you become an enemy, right? Obadiah 1 and 10. And so you become an enemy until the nation, right? And so if you went and brought something today and you wasn't supposed to, okay, sometimes some people may make a mistake because it's new to them. All right, we're going to do it next month, right? We're going to get this right till we crush and see the power that we got. Because one thing about it is that I can tell you and I can bet that every airplane that went down, there's no Israelites, black, Hispanic, Native American Israelites that's knowing he is real and keeping the commandments has taken a hit on the plane. And if you're not keeping the commandments, I would not get on no plane full of white people. And the reason why is because it's judgment. You know, it's straight up judgment. What I mean by that is that the wicked time is up. And so when the wicked start to put out his authority, because he don't know his time up. He usually punching you. A bully don't know when he's about to get beat up. A bully don't know when to stop until he gets stopped. Okay, and so this bully, he want to get all the Mexicans out of here. He want to crush all the smart blacks and say that they ain't really smart like they say they were. And he just want to put everything back in the days. Okay, I can see why he want to do that, because that's in his spirit. That's cool. But one thing you're going to have to see is that you're going to have to send them UFOs back home. You're going to have to send because when you get in the air, you have no readers. You have no communication. So they have taken the communication out the air. And I can see that because I know what chariots mean. And so I know who the chariot's for. They're for us. See, one thing about it is that you got to be not that smart to think that in 2 months since Trump been president, you got over 120 planes fell down. And you got to be not that smart if you don't think God is against this, right? And you got to be not that smart if you think that like people like us ran fences and keep the commandments. We're not on them planes. See, one thing, we are a community too. If something happened to one of us on the plane, all of us are gonna know. Every camp gonna know. Wow, this happened to this camp. Oh, he was on the plane and the plane went down. We gonna know. So we know ain't there one of us been on the plane that went down, and it's been over 120 planes. Why now one of us got caught? And we ride the planes. We ride the planes viciously. And 120 planes and not one black that's keeping the commandments got caught. Yeah, you can do that. not one got caught. And so what I'm trying to tell you is that this bully don't know that his time is up. He may know, but one thing that we do know is that the Lord is fighting for his people. So, you know, everybody wants something back. Ukraine, he want, for sure. So he want, Russia want Ukraine back, right? China want what he want back, right? Japan want what he want back. So everybody wants something back. We is waking up, we want our identity back. And so now that we want our identity back, right? We fighting for our identity back. Now, Trump is a good president, as far as I'm concerned, because he gonna make you blacks tighten your butt up. He gonna make you love each other, because ain't nobody else gonna love you. He gonna God put Trump in office, because Trump gonna put the squeeze on you brothers. When Trump leaves from being president, if you're not together by then, you're either dead or on your way to die. Because the Father's about to clean house, right? And see how you know that when the other nations took the Father out the house, what they fail to realize is that when you took us out the house, we can teach our kids how to become coons. We couldn't teach them that. We couldn't teach them how to forgive y'all because you took us out the house. Now you want to march, and they not forgiving y'all because you took us out the house. You see how that backfired? You see, when you took us out the house, you made our kids wild. So now, when you get ready to come out here with trying to be a Ku Klux Klan, these black kids is gonna stop you. They gonna do you.
Yeah, that's right.
All that Ku Klux Klan, them days is over with. Because you took the black man out the house. So it looked like it's a bad thing that you took the black man out the house. But then again, as we look beyond, the Lord allowed you to do this. Because a lot of our older men, they work pretty much coons. Now, these kids here, the Israelites, the difference between the church kids and the Israelites kids, our Israelite kids is on the street preaching. Them church kids is in the church under 30 being sissies, blonding their hair, they dancing. But our Israelite boys that's on the street under 30 or 40, they taking care of their kids.
That's right.
And so now you start to see backfire. See, one thing about it is that you can't have these chariots no more. They in the sky. And the chariots is for the blacks, Hispanic, and Native American. So what happened, you call them UFOs, they done cut the communication out the sky. And next, they're gonna come down here and cut you off the earth. Because we know their job. We understand what we see. And we know when the end is coming. Because it says in the Bible, we'll start seeing chariots, right? Come, sweet chariots, come down and gather us home. Swing low, right? Sweet chariots. And so we understand what we see. Y'all don't understand it. Why? Because y'all have blue eyes. Y'all have blonde hair, right? You're a black man and reading the Bible with blue eyes, right? And so you have the same understanding that they have. Why? Because you're not coming to be who you're supposed to be within yourself. You know, and it's one thing to be ashamed of, a lot of us are ashamed of ourselves. Michael Jackson was ashamed of himself. So a lot of y'all are ashamed to be Israelites. You know, you're ashamed. Why? Because I may hurt my people on my job. I can't wear that. You know, I can't move in that type of order. You know, it may affect my money. You know, I make more money and I get a job quicker being a sissy. It's easy for me to I put an application switch and I get a job like that. You know, I get a job over any man. That's how that's how it becomes. You know what I'm saying? Give me that.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee.
Right. And so for thy violence, it's you committed violence when you gathered the Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and tried to ship them up out of here. You committed violence when you came up on this earth and made made contracts. That was violence. You got violent contracts. Your government is a violent government.
That's right.
Right? And so what happens is that everybody that voted for Trump, you voted for the feds, right, to get fired.
Yeah.
That was your hand in that. You know, you voted for the feds, the government, to be fired. You voted for the Mexicans to get up out the land. I know a lot of you nations is cool with that. You know, a lot of y'all is really cool with that. You know, but what you fail to realize is that who gonna do the job that they do?
Right now.
See, Trump was working them and never was paying them. Right? And so what he come to do? He come to steal. Right? You own the land and you making judgments on the land you stole. And then on top of that, something is give me psychopath. Google psychopath. Yeah, Google psychopath. I want to know what psychopath mean, right? We're gonna look in the dictionary and find out what does psychopath mean. Because something got to be. Oh yeah, then you can give me Stockholm syndrome. Okay, so in order for somebody to be psychopath, and I allowed it, I got to have an issue too. See, it's got this living in America. It got to be two issues. Somebody got to be mentally retarded, and then somebody got to be a psychopath, and they can get along because neither one of them, both of them is okay with what's going on. That's why we get along with them, because we okay with what's going on. We okay with them stealing the land and they saying it's theirs, and then we really believe it's theirs. Something wrong with us when we really believe that this is their land. Something is wrong with them. They got to be psychopath, and then we got to have Stockholm syndrome. Listen, give me that.
Psychopathy is a psychiatric disorder and subtype of antisocial personality.
Right, it's a disorder, right? And some type personalities. So it's a disorder in personality. So what it is, a disorder is this: I take your land and I really believe that this land is mine. That's a psychopath, right? Keep reading this.
Of antisocial personality that's characterized by a lack of empathy, remorse, and guilt, along with poor behavior control.
Right, they got poor behavior controls. They have no remorse. They have no guilt. They think this land is theirs. They are really psychopaths. You got to be a psychopath to believe that you own the land and you believe it's yours. And somehow you can race out your mind how you got it. Now, the person that's living with you, he can race out his mind on how you got it, while you treat him like dirt. So something got to be wrong with him too. Read that.
Stockholm syndrome, a psychological response that can occur when someone is abused or held captive.
So a psychological injury that can occur when someone being abused. You can be abused so long that you start to like your abusers. That's the black folks.
Yeah.
They like the white man, while the white man keep his foot deep in their neck. You know, and I'm gonna tell you something. I have seen where today you got, you know, how you got a couple white cops got a brother down, and you can't do that if you in another person's hood and you're not a cop. But I don't care who you are. The way they killing each other, that never was supposed to happen. And so only way that can happen if something is wrong with you to allow these things to happen. And you got to be a psychopath to be able to continue on buying things out of the stores when your community is trying to wake up and trying to fight on protecting you as they to protect themselves. You're not protecting you. You out there playing Russian roulette with you and me. We both are supposed to not buy today. And see, this is how we become one.
Right.
We become one. See, day one, you got a cop that'll kill a black person in Florida. Then you got a cop that'll kill a black person in Georgia. Neither of these cops know each other, but they're on one mindset. You see what I'm saying? They're on one evil pathic set, right? Why? Because they had the same spirit. Never trust thy enemy. As iron rusts, so with their wickedness.
That's right.
Iron is bound to rust. And they bound to come wicked because it's in them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And ain't nothing wrong with them being wicked. There's something wrong with us not knowing they're wicked. That's the problem. Ain't nothing wrong with them. We know, we're supposed to know who they are. Not constantly forget what's been done to us. Not constantly forget what they're doing to us. Not what's been done, what they're doing. See, one thing about it, if I was sorry, I'll be sorry for what I did. Oh, I'm not my forefathers. Well, what's been going on back then is still going on now. You are your forefathers. I would never do that. You're not dying for the people that look like you that's doing that to them. So you're not killing them. You're okay with them doing that because you have not died to stop your own people from killing us. So if you're not dying from stopping your own people from killing us, then you at rest with them killing us.
That's right.
Because we dying while they're killing us. Give me that. Did you give me that over down here? All right, give me Luke. Give me Luke 1 and 10 and 18.
The book of Luke, chapter 10, verse 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as a lightning fall from heaven.
Right, I beheld Satan as a light that falls from heaven. Right? Okay, so if Satan fell from heaven, Satan have to be able to control people, right? And he picked his nation that he wants to control. That's like when you play chess. You sit on one side of the board, you play only black. You sit on the other side of the board, you play only white. Even when you play checkers, you don't mix your pieces and then play the game. See, this is what's wrong with us. We don't know how to play chess. We want to take a white piece and put them on our side, and then we want to take another white piece and mix them up. And we don't know what's going on the board. Why obvious is taking place. We become dysfunctional. Where you at? Give me that. Read that again.
Luke chapter 10. Verse 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy. And nothing shall by any means hurt you.
Read it again.
Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy.
Right, and so we got power, right? We're not using it. When you know there's a group of us that's saying we're not gonna buy today, that should have shut everything down. We all on one accord. But we still have the weak of us that's among us. You see what I'm saying? And so sometimes you jumping on you're trying to jump on a ship that's already been driven. The Israelites already driving a ship that's called the Sabbath day. We don't buy anyway. From sundown to sunup, we on point anyway. We've been on point. Y'all waking up, but guess who's waking y'all up? Trump foot. Trump foot called 12 o'clock wake up. His foot is waking y'all up. His foot is scaring y'all straight. And he doing a great job. He doing a great job to scare you straight, to get you in this book, to make you get ready to fight, to say we're gonna all do this on one accord. You would have never said that if somebody else was in office. If somebody else was in office, you would be buying today. You hear me? If somebody else was in office, you'll be buying today. We need the right person that's gonna bring us together and fight. Everybody else fight. Where you at?
2:23 or 30.
Damn. You taking them scriptures out of there for me?
Oh, shit.
And over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding in this, rejoice not, that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven.
Right, so rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. So if your name's written in heaven, you can rejoice now. Because I already know where I'm going. You know, sometimes when you when you're getting ready to graduate tomorrow, you happy right now. I'm about to graduate tomorrow. I'm about to walk across that stage. I'm happy right now, right? My daddy got me this or whatever. You know, I'm good. I'm about to graduate and I'm about to make this money. You happy right now? Well, one thing about it is that we know we done already graduated because we believe what the word say. It says we can tread our foot over serpents. Read that again.
And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding in this, rejoice not, that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice, because your names are written in heaven.
And so we can tread over serpents. How we do that? We do that together. Today, every black was not supposed to buy anything. We know you whites gonna buy it, so we're not even worried about that. Black people was not supposed to buy anything nowhere.
That's right.
All of us together. And that's how we stop foot getting up in our back. We start fighting back. You see what I'm saying? You think they're gonna march in Detroit when they couldn't even march in, you think the Ku Klux Klan's gonna march in Detroit when they couldn't even march in Ohio? It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna march in Detroit when they couldn't march in Ohio. Now, one thing about it is that we're gonna be able to preach this year because them black police officers saying cut it down. They're gonna be saying cut it up.
That's right.
Because the heat is up. You see what I'm saying? Some people like game tight. Some people want to take the shot when game is tight. Right? The Israelites like it hot. We like the kitchen hot. We already knew it was gonna get hot. We already know that they're gonna be on our head. When they're saying going against the America, they're talking about us too. We already know they're coming after us. We already know they're gonna lock some of us up. We already know they're gonna kill some of us. We already know that. We ready for that. And we know when the end come, they gotta pay a debt that they cannot pay. And that's why it gotta be destroyed. Where you at? Did you do give me Obadiah 1 and 15. And then give me Matthew's. I ain't got nothing today. Give me Matthew's give me Matthew's 12:30.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 15. For that day of the Lord is near, upon all the heathen as cast out is done. It shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head.
Right, and so what you have done is going to be done to you. Your reward is going to return on your own head. You want to make America great again, you'll die trying. You can't even keep the planes flying right. As soon as you got in, 100 planes done fell to the ground. You're making America worse again. Only people, we're gonna make the whole planet great again, the Israelites. Because lo and behold, who are in control? It don't look like we're in control, but I guess you would. I bet you're scared to get on them planes. And that put us in control. Because once everybody stops flying because they're scared, the money gonna go down.
That's right.
That's gonna hurt transportation. Do you see what I'm saying? A lot of people scared right now. And so if they're scared because they're scared to fly, and then we stop buying on certain days, we gonna make them pay attention. The Lord is keeping them from flying. We on the ground got to do our tag. And if we do our part right, the Lord's gonna do his part right, and they're gonna wake up.
That's right.
Pink Toe gonna wake up quick. You know what I ain't seen? Air Force One take off today, this year. Air Force One is the president airplane, right? And it ain't took off nan this year. He's scared. He's scared. You got that for me? Did you read it?
Matthew 12, the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 30. He that is not with me is against me.
Right, that's what you wanted, right? He that's not with me is against me. Right, and so if you're not with us when we saying we're not gonna buy on Friday the 28th, then you are against us. And guess who else against us? The other nations.
That's right.
There should be nobody in the casino, nobody nowhere, black, buying nothing. That they ain't got to. Unless it become crack to you. And so you ain't got to smoke crack. The problem that make you buy something is cracking to you, because if you're willing to go against your forefathers that died for you, and you can go buy stuff anyway.
And he that gathereth not with me scattereth abroad.
Right, and he that gathered not with me will be scattered abroad, which means he gonna get rid of you, because he only gonna come to collect on this, doing this work in his Bible. Yeah, and so we do it every day. We do the Sabbath every day. I mean every week. So anytime y'all want to stop buying, jump on the Israelite Sabbath day, because we do it anyway. Right? And so it's come a time when you got to be about your people. Not against your people, but about your people. Do we have Ecclesiasticus? That one in there neither? 2 and 33. Okay, no Ecclesiasticus 2 and 33. What you got? You got Sirach? Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, Sirach. 2 and 33. And so it comes a time when we have to rise up. That's it. Okay, give me Jeremiah 2 and 33. Yeah, give me Jeremiah 2 and 33.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 2 and verse 33. Why thy trimmest thy way to seek love?
Right. Why do we trim our ways to seek love from another nation? Why do we hate ourselves to seek love from another? Why do we trim our ways to please the other nations when we strict amongst each other? Why do we trim our ways? Have we become soft? It's almost a good thing that they got the father out the house, because we would have messed the kids up with this softness. And now in Ohio, the Ku Klux Klans would have been able to march if we was in the house with our kids. Now you took the man out the house, they gonna make sure that the Ku Klux Klans can't march. These young boys is different. What's up, Pink Toe?
try to win, but it's more valuable to learn to accept the loss.
What you mean accept the loss? We not accepting losses. No, we don't accept losses. You gonna accept the loss. You know what I mean? No, the loss you gonna accept that you have no clue. You know what you're actually gonna be doing? You're gonna be bowing down. You're gonna be bowing down to a person look like me and kiss my feet. Right? You wanna practice it? I got to beat you. You're gonna do it willingly. You're gonna do it willingly. You're gonna find me and bow down to me. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna find me and bow down to me.
You try to value kids, trying to win. And the ones that lose learn more.
Yeah, you know what though? We done learned enough. It's time for the black kids to take over. We done learned so much that it's not about winning. It's about conquering.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The black kids, we done lost so much. It's about conquering.
Stop worrying about conquering.
No, you stop worrying about being an oppressor. 'Cause that's what you sound like. You sound like an oppressor. Stop worrying about losing. No, you stop worrying. You about to start losing. And the people on them airplanes look like you tell them airplanes to stop falling. Because I hope they keep falling.
I agree with you.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, because let me tell you something.
Hey, I'm about to join you guys because you got it right.
You just stand in front of us. Yeah.
I'm saying, you got thousands of kids trying to win. And only 5 of them win.
Are you sorry for what your forefathers did to us?
Hell yeah.
How much money you got in your pocket?
Hey, man,
You got some money?
I'm broke as fuck.
Okay, well you ain't sorry enough then. you ain't sorry enough.
I'm saying, I'm barely got a house.
Okay, well you ain't sorry
Wow,
enough.
my kid's good at wrestling. He came here and he just
You good at
lost.
wrestling?
No, I suck.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was
Well,
about
my kid's good, but he lost in the semifinals
Yeah, you know why he lost?
to a black kid.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that. He lost to a black kid. Hell yeah. Hope the black kid flipped him on his neck.
Now we're rooting for him right now.
You rooting for the black guy? Yeah, y'all supposed to. Yeah. What did you do to your kid? You Hispanic. Oh, your wife Hispanic. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, you're not Hispanic though, right? Okay, yeah. That's cool.
And I hate him. Man. Fuck him.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so did the black guy slam your son on the head? Did he slam him in the neck?
No, they hugged each other after.
No, I'm talking about the wrestling. I'm talking about when they got forget the hug. I'm talking about how bad did he beat your son?
Oh, it was triple overtime.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I like to hear that. I wish you had a video.
No, it was tight. It was tight.
No,
And I appreciate what you guys do.
Yeah, me too. That's cool. Yeah. Okay, so I got about 3 more scriptures and I'm good. What you got? You got anything for me, Jeremiah? You read Jeremiah already? No, Jeremiah 2:33. Give me Zephaniah 8. Give me Zephaniah 8 and 23.
The book of Zephaniah. Look. Book of Zechariah, chapter 8, verse 23. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold of all languages of the nation, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew.
Right, and so it's gonna come a time, and he said that this is his word, right? That it will come a time that all the other nations is gonna look for a Jew, a black man, and take hold of his skirt or his pants and say, please, can we go with you? For what reason?
All right, that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations.
Right, out of all languages of the nation, that means all different colored people, right? And that's not a Jew also. And this is what they're going to do.
even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew.
Right, so if I'm a Jew, you're going to take hold of my pants leg. And what you going to ask me?
Saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that God is with you.
Damn right. You're going to take hold of my pants leg. The President Trump going to take hold of a Jew pants leg, saying, please, can I go with you? Because your God is the only God, the God of Israel. That's how important we are. And so, you might not like a lot of things that we say. That's because you still got Stockholm Syndrome. You don't know who you are. You know, if you knew who you were, you will understand the Bible perfectly.
That's right.
You will love your people to the utmost.
Oh.
And so, when anybody rise up against your people, you want them destroyed. Just like Trump want anybody to rise up against America, he want them destroyed. Anybody rise up against the Israelites, we want them destroyed. You're supposed to. And believe it or not, the Lord may have Trump fire more people until everybody get it right. To no blacks buy nothing. It's gonna be so much pressure till you ain't gonna have no money to buy nothing anyway. So it's time to stock up on some food. It's time to stock up on water, all types of stuff. It's time to stock up now. And they're trying to give you warning. But you want to keep going to the casino. You want to keep acting like you don't hear. But what you think? But what you think gonna happen? You gonna knock on somebody's door and say, "Can you help me? I don't have anything to eat." You weren't preparing yourself. Trump is in office, and he's putting a squeeze on us blacks, Hispanic, and Native American.
That's right.
He gonna put the squeeze so tight that he don't even want no gays on the sidewalk.
No.
And so that's the Lord's doing. And not only, you know, that's why. See, now you understand why we don't vote. We can talk about we talk about it before they get in office and why they're in office. Because this is why we don't vote. Because they number idiots. Because we know they're number idiots. Every president was an idiot. There was not one smart president. Only smart president is going to be a Jew that know how to run. Why? Because the earth is given to him. So you can't put nobody to run the household, a little child to run the household, or somebody mentally ill or retarded or psychopath to run a household. You got to have a man, a father. And only man's is the man's of Israel.
That's right.
Give me the last verse. Give me I had that Ecclesiastic. Let me try to it's got to be 18. What was that, 10 and 18? Okay, I got that, 10 and 18. And then Obadiah. That's Matthews. Try Matthews 25, 24.
I had you though.
Matthews 25, 24. Yeah, we're good. You got that one?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25, verse 24. Then he which had received the 1 talent and came and said, Lord, I knew thee that art a hard man, reaping there thou hast not sown, and gathered where thou hast not strawed. Verse 24. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man.
Right, and he said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art a hard man. See, a lot of us think Jesus was, Jesus was soft, right? And not knowing that he went into the temple and swept it out with whips. And so a lot of things are not written about Yahushua or Jesus. But those that knew him, they knew he was hard.
That's right.
They knew he was an Israelite. And what you think got him killed? Him preaching what they preach in church, or him doing what we doing? Him doing what we doing is what got him killed. Ain't no church pastor, ain't no reason to kill no church pastor. He not threatening nobody. He's not raising nobody up to be who they are. He's not mentioning Israel as God's chosen people. Ain't no reason to kill him. Ain't no reason to harm a pastor. He has been blended into American society.
That's right.
It says, be in the world but not of the world. Your pastors are in the world. The Israelites the Israelite is not in the world. We of it because we here, but we're not in it. We was already in the Passover. We was already in the Sabbath days. And so he look at the Messiah as a hard man. Keep going.
Reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. I was afraid and hid thy talent in the earth. Lord.
Right. And so he was afraid, right? And so what did he do? He hid the wisdom in the earth. He hid knowledge in the earth. He hid from his congregation that there was Israelites. He hid from his congregation that they are the chosen people. And so what happened?
Thy talent in the earth. Lo, that is thine.
Right, and though that is dying. All right, this is HOI Detroit. Can raise up our people. We give our honors to our elders. We give our honors and worship to Yahweh. Give our glory to Yahweh Shah. It's HOI Detroit. Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Thumbs up.